Good morning, everybody. My name is Jacob Pyle, and today I wanted to make this video for you about pros and cons of working the night shift. For those of you who don't know, I work night shifts, and I've been working night shifts now for about 6 months. At the place I work from 11 o'clock at night till 7:30 the following morning, and so far I really enjoy it. So I want to lay out some pros and some cons of working the night shift for those of you out there who might be getting a job working a night shift and would like to know what it's like. I think I will just start with the cons first. First off, sleeping during the day, which can also be a pro because, I mean, night shift workers kind of sort of get the benefit of the doubt, unlike day shift people, because we get to sleep in since we don't have to be at work as late. Um, but yeah, a myth I commonly hear about people working night shifts is this. The nice thing about people working night shifts is that they have the whole day to themselves. Well, then, if that's the case, what time do night shift people sleep? See, even though we might have just a couple of hours of the day to ourselves before we have to go to work, we still need to sleep. And the fact that in my case, I put 8 hours of sleep in every day, so that in itself pretty much eats up a good portion of a day. While yes, you can change your sleeping hours around to accommodate, doctor's appointments or trips to the bank or other places that are only open during the hours of 9 to 5, we still need our sleep. I will tell you, especially when you are first starting out on night shifts, it can be a hard adjustment at first, but when you get the hang of it, though, it will come easy for you. Another con about night shifts is parking. Usually on Sunday nights when we come in is not a problem parking wise, since usually second shift's usually not even there because it's their Sunday and it's our Monday. But on most nights of the week, second shift is usually still there since they don't get off work in our case until around midnight. So parking can be a little difficult at times. Another con, of course, is when you have to drive home, since day shift comes in at 7 o'clock in the morning, and since we don't leave until 7:30, sometimes it can be crowded in the parking lot, which can sometimes make it difficult to leave the premises in the morning. And not only that, by the time we are heading home from work, everybody else is waking up and driving to their jobs, or some people are taking their kids to school, or you'll see school buses out and about picking up kids, or you'll see, so many things. So traffic can be a major impact to you in that sense. Another thing you have to deal with too as social life. Um, Unfortunately, as much as you would like to, as much as most people, like to hang out with friends and or something like that, unless you either A, want to hang out with a night shift crew on your nights off, or B, do what I do, go to bed as soon as you get home in the morning and get up at 5:30 in the afternoon, or earlier depending on what time you get home, when everybody on day shift is going home from work, and you can still have time to hang out with the day shift crew or hang out with friends who are still awake before they go to sleep. It's pretty much kiss whatever social life you have goodbye, since most people are usually asleep and then having to wake up the following morning to get ready for work. It can be difficult to find a time to actually get together with friends unless you and your friend both have days off, and you actually can actually have time to do whatever. Another con is that both day shift and second shift get special benefits too that third shift sometimes doesn't get. Like, I know we've had like on our lunch breaks and somebody would go buy us pizza or something like that and bring it to work, and then on both day shift and second shift, third shift pretty much sometimes gets nothing because except for whatever's left over, because and who wants to eat food that's been laying around since 11 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, you know. So yeah, that's pretty sad right there. And then the last con I have is confusion on what day it is. And to all of you who will be starting night shift, it is something you'll be dealing with too. Our regular work week is Sunday night through Thursday night, because Sunday night is considered our Monday and our Thursday night is considered our Friday. What helps me though about that is I typically go to bed around 9:30 in the morning, and then I'll wake up around 5:30 in the afternoon. And then once I wake up at 5:30 in the afternoon, even though it's still the same day, I go ahead and consider it as the next day. Like today is Sunday, when I wake up, I'll automatically consider that today is Monday, even though it is still technically Sunday. And now for some pros. One major pro about working the night shift is that you don't have to worry about having to deal with a whole lot of managers or hires up looking over your shoulder, since they're usually asleep by the time night shift comes in at 11 o'clock. Which can also sometimes be a con as well, because in our case, most of the bosses and the supervisors and the hires up don't come in till around, they come in anywhere between 6:30 in the morning till 7 o'clock in the morning when day shift comes in. So if I need help or need a question answered, I'd have to wait until close to around the end of my shift to get my question answered. Crazy, right? Another pro about working night shift, since there are some people who don't like working nights and rather do days, some places will offer you an incentive because of them, because of the of in exchange for them working the odd hours. And then driving to work is another pro too, because like I said, everybody's usually going to bed by the time I leave for work at night. So therefore, there won't be as much traffic out on the roads at that time of night. And another pro too is that your nights go by a lot faster sometimes. There's some days when your nights will go by a lot faster than you realize. There are some nights when I think I've came in and only did 30 minutes worth of work when only 2 hours have passed. I think that clears up any pros and cons I have about working night shift. If you have any pros or cons you might like to add, leave them in the comments section below this video. I'm Jacob Pyle. Good day, and God bless my friends.